it's Sarah here from SH Millinery again on YouTube, and I am so lucky that we're able to have an interview with Rachel Dunn from All Done Up, which is a fabulous name. And she is a milliner, and she's going to chat to us about her work, what she does, how she got started, etc. So welcome, Rachel. So
Thank
exciting
you.
to talk to you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So just tell us a little bit about your millinery journey, where you started and where you're at now.
Yeah. So I started in 2015. Just really as a little bit of a hobby. I saw a milliner on telly and she was being interviewed on the news. And I was like, oh, maybe it's something I can do. So that evening, booked a course, and within 4 weeks from that news article, went from there, started making, and so that was in the January, and then in the April I had my first sale and sold on Etsy, and and here we are today.
So you've been making since when did you say?
2015 I started.
Right. And where do you make from? Do you have a studio? Do you work from your home?
Yeah, so I have a studio at home. I'm lucky that I've got a separate building, so it feels like I'm actually going to work, and I can have customers over, and so it's perfect really because it's separate from home to work really. So
right. And what's your sort of favourite medium to work in?
So recently I've just been working with some leather, making leather flowers and leaves and things like that. So I really enjoy making that. I've also done a Silkabacker course recently. So I think as a milliner you're always learning new materials to work with, and bringing out new ones.
Yeah, to get to grips with. There's always something exciting on the horizon, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So have you found your work is mainly bridal or?
I would say mostly mine are wedding guests or mother of the brides, mother of the grooms. I think I would say mine's quite traditional. I do a lot of crown and brim hats. So you get a lot of mother of the bride and grooms that wear them.
So do show us something nice.
Okay, so this one here, I'll put it on. So this is a parasisal hat, crown and brim.
Oh, I see. Two-tone.
Yeah. So this one here, well, it was the crown was in ivory, and then I dyed it to this blue, and then made this the feather mount as well. So yeah.
And you're lucky.
This is my latest.
You suit it as well.
Thank you. I think you always make hats that suit you, don't you, a bit more?
I think it's one of those things, because I always think, well, if nobody ever buys it, at least I can wear it.
Yeah, make the most of it.
Although when you get custom orders, it's different, isn't it? So how do you sell? Do you sell via your own website? Tell me all about where you sell and what you can offer your customers.
So I have my own website. So I sell on my website. I've also got an Etsy shop as well where I sell. Facebook, Instagram, I've got social media accounts, and just word of mouth really. Especially for mother of the brides and that, I'll get a lot of people that know people that have been to me before, or friends of friends. So
they'll recommend you, which
definitely.
Is always
always good. I think as the years go on, your name gets out there even more. So
Now, where are you based, so we can tell everybody?
So I'm in Devon, I live in a little village called Winkley, which is about 20 minutes from Oakhampton.
Oh, Devon. Lovely part of the countryside.
I know, it's beautiful.
So do you get inspiration from your surroundings, or where do you get your inspiration from? Or are you very much, well, I'll give it a go and see what happens?
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not one of these people that will like draw a design and then make it really. I just put it together. If I don't like something, I'll take it off. Then I'll just go from there really.
So it's sort of a natural progression from having an idea and then working through it.
Yeah. And putting different materials with it as well. So yeah.
Now, if you had any tips or hints that you could give people that are just starting out in millinery, or want to look into getting into millinery, what advice would you give?
I would try and do as many courses as possible. Just look at YouTube videos. But ask for help. If you see a milliner that you like their design and wonder how they did it, then just ask them. A lot of people are willing to help if you're stuck at something. Then
I've always found the millinery community, which is hence why this channel is up and running. The millinery community are very good at helping each other and giving support, because I think it is very much a niche creative art, isn't it?
Yeah, and I found being in Devon as well, there's not very many milliners at all down here. So it can be quite lonely, just especially if you don't know what you're stuck on something and you don't know who to ask. So that's where like social media and stuff like that is good, because you know there's always somebody there. And join lots of millinery groups as well. That's probably one of the best things I ever did, was join a millinery group.
there are a lot of them on Facebook, and I really should do a video just on all the groups you could join. It's a good idea. Do show us some more of your designs. What's your favourite at the moment?
Okay. This one's one of my favourites.
Love the colour.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So this one here.
So is that cinema or?
Yeah, so it's cinema base, and then a feather mount.
Cut feathers. I love green. Some people it's not a good colour. They go, oh, it's sort of got funny connotations, don't they? Like it's not very lucky, but I think it's such a wonderful colour.
Do you know what I've sewed? Like the last few years, I sewed loads of green.
Yeah.
Loads of it.
Yeah.
And what I also do, like matching like bags
oh. As well. Oh, so that is ace. You've got a bag and a hat, and you just
so exactly the same colour. And then I also, if somebody's got like material that's from like their dress or something like that, then I can use that into a bag or incorporate into their hats as well.
Always customers need not go further than your door, really, did they?
And then I also do earrings as well.
Oh, wow!
So they can get everything from me.
Yeah, apart from the dress? Or?
Yeah, and the shoes.
I don't know, you might have to start the shoes next. Wow. That is so nice to have a bag that matches the hat, because I do find a lot of people when they come, they like, well, I found a dress, but I can't find anything to go with it, or so that is lovely.
And I think as well, some people just haven't got an idea of putting things together as well.
Yeah.
So sometimes people need more advice.
Yeah.
And just need to put them in the right direction and I love it.
Yeah, that's so true, because you've got the ideal face shape for a lot of styles. And I was chatting to someone the other day on an interview, and it is very difficult because people come to you and they think a style's going to suit them, and you think, oh no,
Yeah.
it's not going to work. But because I have a big square face, so I have to be careful. I need a brim or a tilt or whatever. And I think that's a nice thing. If people could go to a milliner like yourself, they're going to get something that suits them in the colour they want, matches their outfit.
Yeah. And I think as well, it's loads of people say to me, they'll say, oh, you look good in every hat. And I'm like, yeah, but I think it's more because I've got the confidence I put them on daily. So
yeah,
I just know what they're like and you feel comfortable wearing them. Whereas a lot of people, they're not used to wearing a hat. They feel strange if they're wearing a hat. So it is just getting used to it, isn't it?
It is. I think nowadays people only wear hats for special occasions, which means they don't wear them that often.
Yeah.
Whereas, say, in the 50s and 60s, no woman would be seen dead outside her house without a hat on.
No.
And yeah, I think it's so true. You see, you're very comfortable sat with that hat on. You probably don't even know you've still got it on.
No.
And I always say a hat finishes an outfit.
Yeah.
And people worry about their shoes. Who looks at their feet?
Yeah.
But who looks at their face? The photographer? The other guests?
And there's nothing worse than somebody having their photo taken and they haven't got a hat that fits them properly. Because that's when it's just one that's bought. It sounds really bad.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying because people will go to, well, Debenhams is defunct now, but they'll go there, they'll buy a hat and then they don't know how to wear it or how to place it on the head.
Yeah.
So,
and then they don't feel comfortable wearing it because it doesn't fit them properly.
Yeah. Do you find you've had to lay out a lot of money to set your business up, or have you been able to sort of equalize it out? I'm only asking because we get a lot of people that are just starting out, and I say to them, well, don't go mad and buy loads of blocks, or don't go mad and buy loads of materials. What did you start out with? What did you start out with, block wise, material wise?
I started with cinema, bought cinema, and just some feathers to go with it. I started from having a cardboard box of a selection of feathers in it to now having a studio with a cupboard full of feathers, baskets full of cinema, and my first block I brought, it was a crown block that I had, a domed one.
Sensible.
That I used to do with one. And to be honest, I bought that off of eBay.
Yeah.
I did. The only problem I would say, it was like a vintage one, so it is smaller. I think it's like 21.5 inch something. So I've got to sometimes like wrap material around it and that to make it bigger.
The thing is, Rachel, that I can't believe you're one of the few milliners that make handbags to match the hats. And in this day and age of trying to buy online and trying to match up colours, so show us the styles, what you've got option wise. So
they come in 2 different sizes. So this is one with a silver clasp. This is a nice box shape one, and that goes with like the plummy colour fascinator as well. And then you've got more of a bigger green one here.
More of a clutch.
More clutch. You can have a strap on it as well if you want, but to be honest, I don't really like straps.
No.
I like, especially if you're going to a wedding, I just think it's nice to have something to hold as well.
Oh, so, I think that's fabulous.
And it's got like diamantes as well.
What's inside? So you've got plenty of space.
Yeah, this one's really...
Because I always end up at a wedding going, oh, it won't fit my phone.
Yeah. Or your glasses and your lippy.
Yeah, your lippy, your airbrush.
Yeah. So that's that one. Or then I do them also. This is more of a fabric
Oh,
one.
lovely.
And for this one, I do a face mask that goes with it in the same fabric as well.
How wonderful.
Yeah. So
It's been lovely chatting to you, because I really think you've covered more bases than some milliners. You know, you've thought about what will go with what can I add value in a way. And I just think that's fabulous.